I was trying to park my car properly.
You tried to leave.
I didn't try to leave.
You're lucky I don't charge you with resisting without violence.
Are you serious?
Policing has 3 tools that can be the ultimate entitlement adjustment: a set of handcuffs, the backseat of a police car, and a cold jail cell. If you decide to race on a Florida street and then refuse to get out of your car, give the officer a horrific attitude, and insist that a supervisor show up to the scene, you can be sure that that entitlement is going to be adjusted in at least one of those 3 ways. This is one of those.
Hey, ma'am, this is now a traffic stop. You are not free to go.
I am free to go.
Yes, no, you're not free to go.
How
This
am
is
I
a
not free
traffic
to go?
stop.
How am I
You're
not
being
free to
stopped for racing with him down Fruitville going 57 miles an hour.
He was racing. He was so far behind.
Right, you were racing with him. You were the car that was right next to him, and that's why now this is a traffic stop.
No.
Go ahead and give me your license, your registration, and your proof of insurance.
You didn't even stop me.
You're stopped right now.
You came up to me because you saw that I pulled my window down. That's
Correct.
not fair.
Lawfully, now you are detained because this is a traffic stop. I need your license and your registration, proof of insurance.
There's no traffic stop.
This is a traffic stop right now.
I didn't do anything wrong.
If you do not provide me with your license, you will be failing to identify yourself, and I'll remove you from the vehicle.
Where's your supervisor?
I can get him here.
Please do.
Okay, give me your license.
I don't need to give you my license. There's
Yes,
no
you do.
crime committed.
Yes, you were speeding.
That's super unfair of you.
You were speeding right
know.
along with him, and he even admitted that you are his girl and that you guys were both racing down Fruitville Road. So I need your license, or things are going to get a lot worse for you.
There's no reason for things to get worse.
Okay, then provide me with your license.
I don't need to give you my license.
2-6 to any available supervisor.
Okay, this supervisor thing is really getting wilder and wilder. And remember, I was a sergeant for the last 5 years of my career, and I got called to a lot of things. Let's talk about a couple of things. Racing, extraordinarily serious. In a lot of jurisdictions, people need to know that even if you're a passenger in the car and there's a race going on, you can be charged. That is incredibly serious, so be careful who you get in the car with. 2, she's 100% wrong. If the officer engages her and says that she's on a stop, then she's on a stop. And this calling of the supervisor is not going to help her situation. And her misinformation likely came from some form of social media.
What you're doing is
supervisor's on his way. Go ahead and provide me with your license.
You didn't even record my speed. You didn't even check. You don't.
Yeah, actually, we did check your speed.
You didn't check.
Yeah, both cars.
You didn't.
Why do you think I said 57 miles per hour? Because he has a laser in his car, and he lasered your car specifically, as well as him. And you're right, he was going faster than you.
He was going faster than me.
I know. Now, I'm going to give you one more chance to provide me your license, your registration, and your proof of insurance.
Look, can I say something now? You literally stopped him, and there was no car going behind me. I stopped because I was worried and I saw what was happening. So how are you gonna say you need my license like I committed a crime?
Because this is now a traffic stop. You are not free to go. You are not free to go. I need your license, your registration, and your proof of insurance.
This girl is definitely talking herself into getting maxed out. And I'll tell you, when this happens, and I've seen it happen many times, this is when officers are gonna be like, okay, if we're gonna go play this game, we're gonna max you out. And they're gonna start looking for equipment violations. And I can tell you, just looking at her car right now, that thing hanging from her rear view mirror, this thing on her side mirror, in some jurisdictions, she could be cited for those things as well. You could look for ground effects. You could look for a whole bunch of different things. And I've seen it happen many, many times. If you wanna keep playing the game, you're gonna get maxed out, and she is talking herself directly into getting maxed out.
What are you doing?
Put the car in park.
Put the car in park. Put the car in park.
Turn the car off.
You don't need to intimidate me. You don't need to try to put your gun down. Out for
You
me.
were moving your car as we're standing here having a conversation.
I was parking.
You didn't need
and
to
you
move.
haven't even introduced yourself.
Officer Jones. Officer Jones.
All
I think she's gonna leave after this
super,
thing.
like super violent. Okay, well I'm gonna put my window. I have the right to do that. Please.
I'm gonna ask you one more time.
No.
I need your license,
I'll give it to
your
your supervisor.
registration, and your proof of insurance.
I don't feel comfortable talking to you.
Huh?
I don't feel safe.
I'm gonna wait. So me and Ridge are sitting 2500 block of Fruitville. We see that truck and this white car comes speeding westbound.
Yeah.
He lasers both of them. That one at 71, this one at 57. When they caught the red light, so we go down, flip around, come back, catch up to the black truck. I wasn't sure if it was the white car or not.
Yeah.
Well, then when he pulls over the black truck, she pulled in. When we walked up to the truck, he's like, "Yeah, that's my girl. We were racing." So then I pull my car up to her and I say, "Hey, it's now a traffic stop.
Yeah.
You're not free to go." And she tried to leave, stopped. He pulled his car up, then she tried to back up, and now she won't give me her license, anything. She wants a supervisor. She said she would give it to me. She would give it to you. So I gave her the benefit of the doubt to wait. Otherwise, I'm gonna rip her out of the car.
So this is interesting though. It seemed like the other officer was like, let's pull her out. The primary officer said, I'm gonna wait. And I'll tell you likely why he waited. Because if this goes hands on and you yank this 105-pound girl out of the vehicle, it's gonna be a use of force. It's gonna be a whole bunch more paperwork, and the optics of it look horrible. And a lot of times it's much easier just to go the path of least resistance and let the supervisor come and let her know that, yeah, the officer's doing exactly what they said they were gonna do. They're likely being more lenient than I would have been. Now take your medicine. Sergeant shut down. It's not a person, it's a mode. Been to a lot of these and I've responded to a lot of these. See what happens.
How you doing, ma'am? I'm Sergeant Carter, Sarasota Police Department. What can I do for you? Yeah? Uh-huh. Yeah.
Finishing parking because I was gonna go to park wait, so I moved my car and I was super scared. I decided I was.
Okay, so they're trying to talk to you about a incident where they believe that you were involved in a racing incident with this vehicle over there. Yep, so that means you're being detained, so you're not free to leave. So then they're not going to allow you to pull off on them if you're being detained for an investigation. Well, we can contact you and have you detained without using the vehicle in our light. So if we're talking with you to stop you to investigate something, we don't need the vehicle to keep you here. Okay, well, you just said you tried to pull forward, I thought. Okay, well, I'm telling you this right now, they're investigating whether or not you were involved in a racing incident with this vehicle. Okay, so, all right, well, what I need for you to do is I need for you to cooperate. So I need you, is your vehicle in park right now? Okay, so can you step out of the vehicle for me and provide your license to them so that we can continue with this? I'm going to ask that you step out, please.
Before you step out, can you grab the registration and proof of insurance for me? You can keep looking for it on your phone. How about the registration? You can just reach over and grab that.
I don't think it's here.
You don't have the registration in your car?
I don't think it's in my car, but you can search me.
I'll take your license. You don't have registration, and your insurance, proof of insurance that you gave me is expired.
Can I get my phone?
Yeah.
It's probably not.
Go ahead and look there. Just stay right there, okay?
You think you have a valid insurance, you said?
I have it.
Okay.
Can I close my door?
It's just going to stay open for right now. Okay.
It's not like I'm gonna leave.
Well, it's not saying that you're going to leave, okay? It's just for your safety and ours, okay?
Why is he gonna close?
It's a completely separate, different situation.
How?
What do you mean, how? It's a separate traffic stop. I'm confused on what you mean, how. It's not your traffic stop. That's a different traffic stop.
Okay.
So it's a different situation.
How is my traffic stop different than if you're over?
Sorry, say that again?
How is our situation different when your coworker said that we were stopped for the same reason?
Yeah, you guys were both stopped for speeding, but you're your own vehicle, traffic stop.
Yes.
He's his own vehicle, traffic stop.
I understand.
Right? Circumstances are different in both situations.
I understand that.
Right? He made certain decisions that, rolled down his window, gave driver's license, registration, insurance.
Okay.
And when
I
you asked,
provided everything, and when
correct,
I was
after.
going to,
Yep.
when I spoke to the supervisor, you guys still asked me to step out of it,
correct, yep,
which I haven't even done.
correct.
And I don't know if it was you or him, like looking inside the car. So it's like all these things. I just don't understand if it's a traffic stop, or supposedly you think I was speeding.
Yep.
Why are you searching my car when you haven't step
It's not
out?
a search. It's not searching your car. We're allowed to look inside of your vehicle from the outside. You have no expectation of privacy in your vehicle. We are not searching your vehicle. That's completely different. A search is when we are inside of your vehicle, looking around, okay?
Now,
That's a search.
why do I have to have my door open?
So right now you have your door open for officer safety, okay? Because your vehicle was not in park. You weren't
trying to
exhibiting your driver's license, registration, or insurance upon ask, right? It's your right to ask for supervisor, but you still have to exhibit those things when we ask for them.
But I can
You're
wait on
detained.
that person.
You're on a traffic stop.
I can wait on the supervisor to provide that. It's not like
No,
I'm gonna run off while he gets here.
Well, your vehicle wasn't in park when I got here. You were in reverse still.
Yes, that's why I was trying to park. And when I tried to park it, he literally pulled his gun out.
Well, because
So-
your vehicle was moving, right?
But obviously, you can tell
I'm not
gonna do anything.
Well, we don't know that, right? You have all the intention in the world. You have to look from our point of view, right? You're inside of a vehicle. We are not. You have the right to. You can drive straight through. We can't stop you because we're outside of a vehicle. We're not Superman, right?
So I'd like to say something really quickly about why I think that this whole calling the supervisor thing and this attitude thing that I just never saw in my generation or generations before when it came to interactions with the police. Now, granted, you see me critique officers all the time, but it's constructive because I want to see everyone do better and I would like to see things done the right way. But I think what happened is with the advent of social media and a person being able to post something about a business, they go to a restaurant and they're like, well, I didn't like the food, and they call the manager, and the manager's ready to bend over backwards to make it the way that the customer is. And I think that they think policing is the exact same way. And it's not. The law is the law and procedure is procedure. It doesn't go according to how you want it to be. It's according to how the law is. Now, granted, if the police are making a mistake, there are definitely channels for you to rectify a situation where an officer does something incorrectly. It is not on the side of any roadway, and there are definitely formal channels to handle those kinds of things. That's not the way to do it. And with a bad attitude, it's going to be even worse.
Your vehicle is still in reverse, whether you knew it or not, and it's backing up as we're talking to you, right? So these things are now leading us to, right? And it makes us nervous, right? When we're asking for items, on a legal traffic stop, right? We're asking for these items to be exhibited.
It's Dominique. All right, go ahead, step out of the vehicle for me. All right, turn and face that way for me. Place your hands behind your back. Place your hands behind your back, right here. Perfect. Hold on just a second. No, at this point now you are under arrest.
In custody. She said, am I being detained? Where'd she get that I'm being detained? See, entitlement meet consequences. Very interesting lesson this lady's about to learn.
Do you want your phone and your wallet to go with you to the jail?
So, if you can tell him to drive my car home.
No, we're towing the car because it was involved in the crime. So do you want the phone and the wallet, or do you want us to just leave it in there and then it'll get towed to the tow company?
I would like to get my phone.
Phone? Anything else, or just your phone?
And my wallet.
And your wallet? Was that the thing that you had, like the wrist thing? Okay, I'll make sure both of those go with you to the
What
jail.
about him?
What about him?
He's not going to jail.
No, he's not.
Can you explain?
He was cooperative, and he got a court date that he will go to for his part of it.
Why wasn't that option
You were not
provided to me?
cooperative.
I was cooperative. I gave my license to your supervisor.
No, I asked
and I
you.
opened the door.
I asked you for
Yeah, but I had the
license.
right to ask for someone else.
Yeah.
So how would I go to jail for that? It's okay.
You're not
It's
going to
okay.
jail for that. You're going to jail for street racing. That's what you're going to jail for.
Yeah, and he's not going to jail for. I should
He
have
has a
the
court
right
date.
to
He
have
has a court date
court,
for it.
and I should have the right to either give me a ticket if you think I was speeding, because I wasn't speeding, and I need a proof of that. And then, if you're gonna give me a ticket, then send me to court. But why arrest me?
It's an arrestable offense. It's my discretion as to whether or not I'm going to arrest someone or not.
And
Just
you
the same
arrest
way
me
that
because I
he
said to speak
didn't,
to someone else.
and I did.
No, you're the authority. You decide you want to arrest me for that, go ahead and do that.
This no accountability from this young lady, even at the point of having to go to jail. I hope that she learns this has got to be a turning point in her life. Let me explain it here for everyone. If you get pulled over by the police, you can get a warning, you can get a citation, or you can be arrested, or you can get a citation and get arrested. You're going to get warned, but your attitude can play a very big role in any one of those discretionary measures. And if you have a bad attitude, it's very likely you're going to get maxed out. This is a prime example. If we were able to juxtapose her stop to the boyfriend stop, I'm sure you would see a completely different attitude.
Was letting you dictate the whole
it's just
situation,
unfair.
and you
It's just super unfair.
didn't cooperate with me.
Never been to jail before. I mean, this is just.
While we're waiting, I'll just read this to you. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be held against you in a court of law.
You have the right to talk to an attorney and have him or her present with you before and during questioning. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you at no cost to you before and during questioning if you wish. If you decide at any time to exercise this right to not answer any questions or make any statements.
Do you understand each of these rights I have explained to you?
Yes.
Having these, it should just be like a little wrist wallet that she had. She said that and the phone is the only thing she said to go with her to the jail. Sorry, do you understand each of these rights I have explained to you?
Yes.
Having these rights in mind, do you wish to speak with me now?
No.
Okay.
Can I speak to him before you take me?
Speak to who?
To the other driver?
To the other driver? So I don't have to let you speak with him. Does that make sense?
Yes, that's what I'm asking.
So I don't have to. Why would I cooperate with your request and let you talk to him when you didn't simply give me your license?
But you
Can you
can't
explain
arrest
that
me
to me?
for waiting on giving you the license. Like for waiting
I'm
for
not arresting
someone
you for
else.
that. I'm not arresting you for that. I'm arresting you for speeding and for street racing. The arrestable offense was the street racing part. That's what I'm arresting you for.
Yeah, but what took you to do that was because I didn't give you my license.
You had the option to be cooperative and you weren't.
But I was though. I was trying to park my car properly, and then your
You
officer.
tried to leave.
I didn't try to leave.
You're lucky I don't charge you with resisting without violence.
Are you serious?
You put your car in drive and tried to get out when I was standing on the side of your car.
I was parking my car.
And
was
guess what?
Right.
This camera was on the entire time.
I'm glad it was, but
So
You
to tell me
arrest-
that you didn't, come on. This isn't my first rodeo, that's for damn sure. So, boy, she's coming from a long ways away. Good?
Can you find out if you can talk to me?
Have a seat right inside there. Careful, it's not comfortable.
So this is a really interesting stop, and I hope that a lot of young people see this one because this sense of entitlement is rampant. And I want to talk about the officer. He maintained his professionalism, his calm demeanor throughout the entire stop, and was able to effectuate the arrest and make the point to make this a teachable learning moment for this young lady and for the young man as well, because he's probably not going to race anymore because one, he got all those tickets, two, he saw his girl get arrested and it's already in the system. The other thing I'd like to say is this young lady had a noticeable accent. I'm gonna guess that it's Cuban, and I've been to Cuba a few times. I've been to several places, Central, South America, and the Caribbean. In those countries, and I always interact with the officers there and talk to them and find out how they handle things. This kind of behavior in any of those other places would not end in a very pleasant, nice way. The professionalism of American policing is phenomenal. I get it. There are some things that we have to work on and fix. By and large, we do a phenomenal job, and I call out the things that need to be called out. People, be better. Share this video with a young person who could potentially make the mistake of one, racing, two, giving the officer that attitude. She might have walked away with a warning, who knows? But she's definitely gonna get herself maxed out with this type of behavior. You're being arrested for the racing is not good for your insurance. Bad stuff. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, click on the videos on your screen for more content just like this.